Hi everyone, welcome back to F1 2020. My team Minardi, flat off the back of a victory. Hua! Still basking in that. We're off to Brazil next, and the interesting thing that I just kind of thought, why isn't Delachaz kind of improving? Whenever we've done those stats, they only seem to stay for that specific race, and then it just peaks back out to this +5 on everything again, which is fine, but I feel like I've spent like activities on him which I could have spent dealing with the team. So I'm sorry, Louis, but I'm going to ignore you for a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do though is we're going to do a powertrain team build there. Then we're going to do a 4-day sponsor advert. And then because that kind of just leaves it all a bit like, yeah, don't really want to do a durability focus. I'm gonna do a sponsor conference as well, and we'll do the whole thing and sort that out, and Louis can be left in the dark for a smidge. The reason why is I just want to advance time slightly. To the 9th.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
That was all I wanted. So, and the reason why I wanted to do that is because that's 2, that's 500, 800. Oh, that's quite a lot there, isn't it? Let's adapt that part. And that part too. That leaves us with 175, so we need only a couple of hundred there. God, we're not very good on the reliability front, are we? Do you remember when McLaren was like the worst team? Now they're second. Crumbs. Making us look a bit bad. Now a lot of this is locked behind upgrades that we're going to need to sort out on the actual thing itself. Oh, I would love to have had that in there, but it feels a little bit optimistic. I reckon we might be able to do it by the season end. So we'll see, But that's fine. Then looking at the actual personnel side of stuff here, I think see, I'd quite like to do that. But I'm going to dragging it out. You know when you can you hear my brain ticking in the background? Let's do the aerodynamic fabrication upgrade. And that keeps us at 5 million, which is great. Okay, nicely done. Let's go off to Brazil. I'll catch you after practice. Hi everyone, welcome back after practice, which has gone, I think, far too well. I'm a bit worried that we might win this race in a Minardi. It's not good. I was just quickly browsing through the spot the bug. So, if you see on the performance chart here the development update where Carl is busy chatting about stuff,
Can you see we're right at the bottom there with the Haas team? That's where we were earlier in the season, but that's not how things are now. So that's not actually reflective, because if you see that new engine upgrade actually now makes us the full fastest team, not the 9th. So it's taking that from an earlier chunk in the season. So if you look, can you see that it's got it from around Azerbaijani Canada time? What a load of trash. There's so many weird bugs with this version. Like the yellow flag scenario is another one that really grinds my goat. Oh, it is less, sorry, I was looking at different things there. Right. Let's get... Nope, cancel. Number 3. Number 3 again. Number 3 again. Number 3 again. Number 3 again. Great. Okay. The other thing that went on well with the performance is that we got 1,073 points. Now, here's where we play Gamble Wamble Wamble. I am going to go for that as an upgrade because it comes in just in time for Abu Dhabi. I'm then going to do that as a part at risk and adapt the part, and we've got 136. We will get that amount of things resource points ready, the 600 odd, before we need to, because we've got 28 days remaining to sort it all out. So ha 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 ha, we have kept developing and we've covered all of our bases, so I'm really, really pleased with that. Okay, let's dive into quali, see how we get on. Looking very dramatic there. Have I got problems with my car? No. Okay, setup wise, again I had a couple of different options here between 3.6 and 4.6, but I've stayed with 4.6 on the wings because that made sense to me. Weird on and off throttle mapping, and this can be anywhere for me between 65 to 70 on the on and 60 to 65 for the off.
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display.
Aggressive suspension there.
You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Same old on the old brake pressure. And again, because of how aggressive I am with the tyres, they have to be low tyre pressure, which kind of helps. Excuse me, a little bit in the mid-sector at times. It will of course mean that the tyre wear increases slightly, but hopefully our wings will allow us to compensate a little bit for that by not needing to like graze turn everything. So it really is swings and roundabouts when it comes to setups. I'm determined to not smack the pit wall out. I remember doing that in I don't know if I've ever done it in a league race, but I remember in a quali session for a league event, I somehow managed to smack the pit lane on the way out because it was raining, and I was like, oh. And it was only a half-hour session, and there was like 35 people trying to get onto 20, I think it was 28 slots on the grid, and I was like, come on, or 26 slots on the grid. Oh, buggered myself up a bit there. I should have hit mixed fuel earlier. We'll be okay. Oh, we're going to catch Grosjean, I think. Well, actually, no. I think this... Oh, this might actually help a little bit. Over steery. Bit of a mistake there. But I'm hoping we are now just about in the slipstream of Grosjean. For him to give us a tiny whiny tow. Okay, 4th. Session update.
So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Leclerc, Albon and Stroll, and we're in front of Giovinazzi, Grosjean and Russell. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:7.9.
That makes me happier, because in FP3 I was fastest by half a second, and I was like, oh no, I can't have that. So I know they always speed up again in quali. I didn't know by quite how much they were going to, so I'm glad that they have. It's put me back in my place a bit. Thank God for that. Always a worry. Okay.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Yeah. Right, it'd be okay on the tyre wear. And gearbox might be a bit knackered with Abu Dhabi though.
P7.
As always in Brazil, the grid is super tight as well, so those couple of mistakes I think will have put me behind Sainz and Stroll. Okay, let's take a wee look. Yeah, 1.2. We can be closer than that. Delatraz clear of the Williamses, but battling the Haas's again.
9.0.
Could be closer. There he is. 18th in the speed trap though, that's a bit better from the Minardis. So clearly our upgrade is having a good effect. Just need him to be a bit better. I don't know quite how the drivers' stats will change in between seasons and stuff. But I'm hoping that he will improve. And it's not just going to stay there on a base, and we have to keep upgrading the stuff to get him up a bit. Because what I didn't realise, and this is probably just me because I don't watch anyone else's stuff, I'm trying to work out how things
We're
happen.
22nd in the speed trap, 209.0 miles per
Oh
hour.
wow, these are slowish.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
So, like other people will probably quite clearly know how the driver stats work in between seasons. I seem to remember reading somewhere that the stats will change and they will be reflective of what's been going on. But yeah, I just need to hope that those +5s at least stay and become his new baseline. That will get him up the order a wee bit. Because I'd like to keep Delatraz for the next season because, you know, favourite F2 driver, but if we're going to have an assault... Well, I'm going to raise the difficulty next season, but if we're going to have a proper Constructors' Championship assault, there's a trophy for me to win. I might not be able to be quite so sentimental. That's what I needed to do last time. Better already. This is much more exciting for me. And we got that corner better as well. I could feel it. Yeah, another 3 tenths up pretty much. This doesn't feel quite as good, but never mind. So we didn't really get much of a tow from Grosjean at all, did we? 5th. There we go.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Session update.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Leclerc, Verstappen and Bottas. And behind us are Vettel, Perez and Albon. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:07.8.
Perez does so well in quali, but for some reason that racing point does not transition its quali pace into race pace for him. And they keep putting him on like hard tyres and dropping him back down the order, so weird stuff there for them. Because I feel like over the course of the year it should be Perez would have been best of the rest, along with Sainz and myself. I mean, I know we've come and blitzed like these last couple of races. At least someone's out there. Look like a Williams. Reel me in. I noticed that the 11th team doesn't have a livery like colour scheme
So far,
on
our
the
fastest
pit
lap is
gantry.
a 1 minute 8.4.
It's the first time I've noticed that. Yeah, it's Russell out there. Okay. 6 tenths off there, Bottas from Hamilton. That's not great. I'm sure he'll improve. I'd imagine Vettel will improve. Possibly Albon as well. It's very tight behind. So goes up to 21st, so that keeps him off the back of Delatraz. That is helpful. By 3/10 as well, so those two Williams is really struggling now off the back of the pace of everyone, as they have been most of the season. Alfa Romeo were looking juicy mid-season, but Giovinazzi was on for a fine result, obviously back in Monza before the car conked out. Same again, I think, at Singapore, wasn't it? Oh, he went late, didn't he? He was leading. But it didn't quite transpire to anything, because again they stuck. The people that stay out longest, they then stick on the weird hardest tyre for no particular reason. Such a weird strategy. And again, that's the kind of stuff that this game shouldn't be doing in its 10th year of an iteration, in my personal opinion. I know that sounds like I'm being a bit bullish and a bit angry, but it's things like that where, like, they've had 10 years to craft how strategies can be formed and changed on the fly. I wouldn't be expecting them to be mucking about with that and getting it wrong now. Clearly, I must have a interesting...
We're 22nd in the speed trap, 209.2 miles per hour.
an interesting view of how game design works, which is something I'll be exploring much more in this channel in the future. Ahead of his teammate though, Kimi again.
Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the simulator, but nothing beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place.
What kind of cack is that? 13th in the speed trap there for me. Okay, so I'm not 22nd in the speed trap. See, yeah. Why is it like this still in this game? I'm picking holes. I'm picking holes. I don't mean to. I do love the game, I promise. Great fun. Just sort out some of the stuff. Undressing around the edges, and that would be great. No one wants to go, do they? We're all going to bounce out with 1 minute to go. Could have done. Here we go.
There's 2 minutes remaining. All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
I didn't see Delatraz come out. going to be the last ones that... No, we can't. Oh, this could be a problem.
30 seconds left in the session.
Hamilton goes faster. Bottas improves, as does Vettel. Where's does Albon? Okay. Oh, we've run a bit deep there. This is going to be all about, can we use Stroll? And the answer is yes, for a bit of a improvement. That puts me P6. 5th. See? 6th. Ah! This game though. Oh dear.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Hamilton, Leclerc and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again
Right.
for Lights Out tomorrow.
So Hamilton on the edge of clinching his World Championship. Well clear of Bottas, who needs to win, and Hamilton basically not come higher than about 8th. Who else did well? Gasly out in 9th. That's good for him in between the racing points. Sainz outperforming that McLaren. 2 Renaults, Kvyat, Norris, Giovinazzi ahead. Delatraz in between the Haas's again. So it's getting better. But yeah, clearly I have super duperly outperformed the car yet again. I wonder where I'm going to put the AI for next year. Put it at 95? Do I put it at 100? A 100 feels really rough. Might go for 95. 92 is where it ran last year. In last year's car. Game. Okay. Let's go.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Anthony, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
Please do.
An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Bottas, Sebastian Vettel, Smith, Albon, Perez, Gasly and Lance Stroll, Sainz, Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo and Kvyat, Norris, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen and Kevin Magnussen, Grosjean, Latifi, Delatraz and George Russell ends our grid lineup.
It's
It's
a shame
almost
for
time
Louis.
for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Those halves driver uniforms, I can't think of the right word for it, outfits, whatever, they go silver around the armpits. It just looks like they've had a really bad sweat rash. Someone's used some roll-on deodorant and it's sunk through. Okay. Again, just a few seconds difference, but I'd rather keep that as it is. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say on this one. Let's dive in. Tank slapper happy. Right. Let Bottas go for the championship. Lol. Oh. I think Mexican's going to get through there as well. Yeah, he is. Oh, give us room, Max.
Great first lap. Keep it up.
It's a great first corner. I wouldn't say it's a great first lap. Mature first lap. There we go. Louis in last, I see. Great.
DRS DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Bit of deep dish. Top three are definitely getting away.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go.
I will do, but I want to do it up the hill. But Max is actually getting away. No.
Gap to teammate behind is 10.0 seconds.
Sebastian. Wow, now I feel silly about thinking that I was going to be able to potentially win this race. I have been put right in my place. Oh, Bottas fastest lap. That could be juicy. Everyone's just kind of stuck in a train. We can't do anything to each other because we've all got the DRS. And I think we're all using the ERS in a very similar way. And my bit, where I'm fastest, is in the tight and twisty section where you can't overtake. Oh! What a move! Ha ha! I need to say these kinds of faux pas all the time.
we're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
I thought he was breaking down then. I was like, ha 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 ha.
Hamilton's in first place.
Yeah, he's been first place all the way through, hasn't he? How is that even news? Dummied.
Gap to car in front is 5.0 seconds.
Okay, so we aren't touching anything to do with that top three. I think we might be in trouble here. Alright.
Box, box. We're coming in this lap. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
I feel that's not true, Jeff.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I don't think so, Jeff. Shut up. Oh, K-Mags is out. I was a bit worried then. I think we've lost a little bit of time. Through goes lots of peoples.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Go, go, go.
Ah!
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh God! Louis? What kind of mess is this? Sorry, George. That was not ideal. Oh, Vettel. A bit naughty, but never mind. Yeah, Perez is going to do well. Yeah, I've lost a couple of seconds there. Hamilton stayed ahead of Bottas though, which is of course crucial for the championship. Not that Hamilton needs to stay ahead of Bottas, but he just needs to stop. Well, Bottas needs to just be winning, essentially, for this championship to not be decided here.
It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Shut up, Jeff. I'm trying. You've got to use it basically going up this hill. Yeah, that's Verstappen beating us out. Oh, he's gone on the hards. Why are they doing this?
Need to last till the end of the race.
He is a duck that is sitting ready to be quacked up all over the shop by Vettel, by me, potentially even by Albon, because that is not nearly as fast a tyre. He went round then. Gasly's only a couple of seconds back as well, the two racing points. Ocon's come out right with Ricciardo as well, with that latest stop. I mean, this isn't the hugest delta around here between tyres, but he's got less to go. I don't know why they do this. And was that Sainz also doing hard tyres because they're stopping late? It makes no sense! And we are struggling to keep up here.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, Leclerc's in the lead. Ha! That's rich mix free this as well.
Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Got him. Okay.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Fuck right off.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Right. Oh, the car's not great now though. I'm feeling very Dan Ticktum.
Some information on Leclerc. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
He's in the lead. No, Max. I'm not having it. Oh, Vettel's now got through. It's all got a bit wrong. This is why we try to not use flashbacks where possible, and I've been proper spamming them all season, but screw you, Max.
This is your final lap of the race. That move was illegal. Return the position.
Bugger. Oh, something's happened to the Force Racing points as well, because Gasly was well ahead. I wonder if they were... Oh, I can't hold it.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Frustration.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed.
Well done, Lewis.
Simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight.
Leclerc still hang on for second.
And they certainly deserve it.
After the tech dramas, Bottas third. Thanks for unlocking nothing.
Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances. I know that's at odds with the official decision, but I think they deserve some recognition on a day where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So after all that, Hamilton's got the championship. Albon did sneak ahead of Verstappen. Gasly got ahead of us. Perez and Ricciardo, the last point scorers, ahead of Stroll. They dropped right off the back again. Kvyat didn't quite go forward, did he? I thought he would do in the AlphaTauri, but no. Everyone else kind of stayed as they were. Grosjean managed to get up. Oh, it was because of Magnussen's retirement, wasn't it? And look, they've all stayed in the same positions. So, sorry, Delatraz, that's not really on. And I bet if we look at some of the tyres... Oh no, it's just Giovinazzi. Signs on the hards. Strange. I think... The problem with that race is that everyone's in a line together, so everyone gets DRS and everyone gets ERS, so therefore, like, nothing, you will cancel each other out. Oh, Gasly gets ahead of Raikkonen with that. Interesting. Wow, we're clinging on to fourth. Racing Point's crap second half of that race basically saved us there.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Interesting result today. Would you say that you're happy with your performance?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
Is there anything that you think gave you the edge over your rivals? Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash? Great. Well, that's everything.
Have a bit of juicy improvement. Another bumper day at the office. Ah, again Delatraz damages as well. Back up to 6.8 million. That's the kind of cash I like to see. Okay.
final race of Season 1 before we swap around the difficulty and sort things out for Season 2. I'll join you next time at Abu Dhabi. Take care all. Bye for now.